All right, just leaving a project, walking to another one, and we wanted to just kind of go through real quickly. I don't want to say the anatomy of a phone call to a buyer, but what a call should look like. Do a lot of phone prospecting for buyers and investors, and at the same time, we get called a lot from people. And you know, it's nothing worse than getting a phone call from someone who sounds like they're reading from a script, or they're robotic, they're pretty rote. And, you know, the best phone calls are the ones that don't feel like you're being interrogated, or you don't feel like you just got off of a sales pitch. So what I actually did with my group is just gave them what I call the 21 questions. You know, 21 questions for those, I guess, I can't even say old school, but middle school hip hop fan, 21 questions, 50 Cent, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, what we're gonna do, we're gonna role play. I and the camera person are gonna role play an investor call. So I am the caller, they're the callee, and I'm calling them to bring them on as a potential cash buyer.
Turn left onto Lakeville
So,
Drive.
you know, the call would go something like this: ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, hi. This is James. I'm calling because I'm an investor here in this local area, Charlotte area, and we're constantly prospecting for new property, many of which we pass on to investors.
Okay.
My understanding is you're an investor. Is that correct?
That's right.
All right, and your name is?
Ntando.
Okay, that's what I have here, and the last name's Nkala?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent, excellent. Now, did I catch you at a good time to talk?
I've got a few minutes.
Excellent. Well, it'd be worth your while, I hope. I hope. Well, like I said, I work with a small group here. We buy property, we buy property, this, that, and the other place. And right here is a good place to kind of just give a quick descriptive of what it is you do. Insert. I'm a wholesaler. I'm an investor. I'm a fix and flipper. Whatever the case may be.
Okay.
From there, boom, you jump into asking questions, but you don't like rattle them off like a machine gun. You do it sort of like dating style. Do it like dating style. So from there, I transition into, okay, so I've told you a little bit about what I do. Let me talk to you a little bit about who you are and what you do. Is that all right with you?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Go ahead.
So tell me a little bit about you. You know, what is your investment style?
I'm looking for buy and holds.
Buy and holds. Okay, so you like being a landlord?
Yes, we're trying to get into that.
Okay, well, God bless you, because that's tough work. Tell me a little about your last deal, or with the type of deal you're looking for. That would help me to be able to better put property in your possession.
Well, we bought a small property, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and we didn't have a lot of work to do on it, but we fixed it up and we put, a tenant in it. So we're actually looking for multifamily property, which we feel would be the best way to go.
Okay.
But yeah, single family is not off the table.
Okay, so let's just go through those two scenarios real quickly. Then boom, right there, I'm going to drill into certain specifics: price point, location, things they like, things they want to stay away from. So I'm going to ask those questions real quickly. So you said you just did a fix and hold.
Fix and hold, yes.
How much were you all in on that project? Project cost, purchase price plus the rehab.
About 120.
And so is that comfortable for you?
Yes.
Can you stretch a little bit further, or you want to stay in that ballpark?
We could stretch a little bit further.
Okay. And so, but you're wanting now to go into multifamilies. Location, is that, what's your radius? What's your geo preferences?
We like to stay in the Charlotte area and the surrounding areas of Charlotte.
Okay, so within how many miles, minutes?
About 30 minutes radius of Charlotte.
All directions?
All directions, yes.
You go down to South Carolina?
We will. We'll probably limit it up to Rock Hill, maybe.
Okay, all right.
That's about 30 minutes out.
Excellent. So now I've got an idea on what price, I've got an idea on location.
Mm-hmm.
I've got an idea that they don't mind doing some heavy lifting on a project as well. So let's jump back to the call. So you have a pretty good crew then if you've done some heavy lifting on a buy and hold.
Well, yeah, we have a team, a general contractor that we work with.
And how did you find that property?
We got it from a wholesaler.
Oh, okay, so you don't mind working with persons like myself or my team?
No, we don't.
Great. So I'm assuming it worked out pretty well for you.
It did.
How did they actually present the property to you? Was it a phone call? Did they get it to you via email? Are you part of a mass mailing? Or
we got it via email.
By email, okay. Well, are you receptive to getting phone calls like this? Say, I get a property, I'll call you and say, hey, Ms.
We'll talk to anyone as long as the deal's good.
Okay, excellent. So talk to me about that then. What makes the deal good for you?
If we can get 1%.
Okay, so you're a 1%er.
Yes.
All right. Well, I understand that. So we're basically talking about, for a single family buy and hold, somewhere in that $120-ish per cost in. meaning then you should be getting about $1,200 per month back on your rent. But you'll also be looking at multifamilies. I get a good understanding of that.